Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Dangerously, and I mean dangerously. Caffeinated hugs and kisses per usual.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Dangerously, and I mean dangerously. Caffeinated hugs and kisses per usual.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Dangerously, and
I
I
feel like dog shit, but whatever.
Caffeinated hugs and kisses per usual.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. We move on. Morning squad, how we doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
How we
Hello,
doing?
hello, 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 hello.
Liquor,
Hello.
eat, what's good? I feel like dog shit, but whatever. Is your thing? Fuck you. What? Wild. That's a power move. You guys hear me alright? Is everyone? Yeah, you guys can hear me? Yes. Move on. Morning squad. No, maybe. How we doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
How we
Hello,
doing?
hello, 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 hello.
Liquor,
Hello.
eat, what's good? I feel like dog shit. Healer, anyone? Fuck you. What? Wild. That's a power move. You guys hear me alright? Is everyone? Yeah, you guys can hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. Alright. No, so, maybe. So, today, one, if you didn't sign up for the Twitter, you missed out. Shit is fire. You guys hear me? Everyone? Yeah, I put together a ton of shit. Yeah, you guys can hear me in there today. Hopefully it'll be full. But so, starting on a bigger time frame. So, today, one, if you didn't sign up for the Twitter, you missed out. Is nothing, no movement going into today. Yeah, I put together isn't a bad thing. Yeah, you guys can hear me in there. So, hopefully you're gonna see two different things here, just from what I'm seeing right now. Is there are two channels that we are currently respecting. Obviously, this downtrend everyone has been talking about for a while now. This is something that we obviously went into today. Tested. It's been a huge level of resistance. Isn't a bad thing. And, but so I'm sorry, my wife is fucking super sick. You're gonna see two different things here. Just from a fucking idiot, and I accidentally I'm seeing right now. I accidentally two channels toothbrush yesterday. Currently respecting. Obviously, we have like the same toothbrush. Talking about. I wasn't like thinking. A while now. I didn't look. And I knew it felt weird. You like choose your toothbrush for some reason. I just feel like a fucking idiot. Anyway, so this is kind of what we're looking at. You see some continuation, but on the other side of things, what I have noticed too is that on this channel, you're seeing the same toothbrush. That wasn't like two things. Obviously, it's being respected, but you're also seeing that this like midline here, or even like right above it, like this line ish. Anyway, so this is kind of what we're looking at. You see some continuation, but on the other side of things, is almost playing too. Is that on this channel kind of as like a support and resistance on both sides? So like you can kind of see that. Obviously, it's being respected, but on this channel you can kind of see that. So or even like right above it, like it's almost had a little bit of support here ish. Like, and you can see even here, like it got support here, down here, little resistance here. Continuation, but on the other side of things, resistance, support. So kind of as like a support and resistance on both sides. Essentially, you can kind of see that. Obviously, it's being going on right now is that we are in a tightening area had a little bit of support here of consolidation that is about to support here down here. So here, fun. Support. So kind of as like a support and resistance.
Awesome. And then let me see if I can pull this up too.
Okay, so this is the newsletter too. So all right. So it just goes through a few different things. All right. You know, so like I talk about each day, my time frames, what I'm looking at, kind of my levels for the day. So first things that I want to kind of talk to you guys about is one SPX and this kind of setup. So a Niederaya Watson envelope is essentially a different type of way that emphasizes and most recent data bigger than the entire SMA. So or moving average. So essentially, what it does is it shows are oversold, and you'll see like when we're at that point, you can short it, long it, whatever. Also, I have RSI and stochastic RSI and actually down. Essentially, when I saw this on the monthly, or sorry, on the weekly, last week, we hit the top of this envelope. And you can see when you look at this on the week, this is like something you draw in a textbook. And we also are at a overbought zone in stochastic. So I do like, I'm leaning bearish for sure, but with a grain of salt, I would say. Okay, so then going to kind of the 5-minute and going over some levels on that side of things. So these levels here are kind of where I'm at right now. So being in the downtrend, essentially, you know, I say always trade with the trend. Make sure you take profits. You know, don't overextend. Don't hurt your portfolio. Overall, we've been in an uptrend. We've been in a bull market. All right, so we know that. Obviously, we got absolutely crushed yesterday. A lot happened. So you can see that there's a lot of different levels that it rejected. It got support off of this initial level, got rejected off of a off of the EMA, and just kind of continued to drop. Now, the difference between the peak activity and the DKL, which is daily key levels, is that the daily key levels are from the like Bueller method, the BB method, where he basically works from larger times frames, and he will map out key levels and on that time frame and moving that way. So you'll see we are coming up to a pretty, or we are, and we went through it yesterday, a significant level. but we held, this 39.52, which actually pretty important level. And then we got this guy here, 3992. And today's gonna be fucking interesting. Holy fuck. Yeah, today's gonna be rather interesting. So, the daily key levels, we have a few here, obviously. So, these areas are very, very important and emphasized to me on this side of things. So, like, these are areas where if you get support off of, they're going to be important. If you get, or resistance or you break through, these are big areas. But this 3,900 to 4,000 area is a very, very big area of consolidation. It always has been. When you look at the daily, you just see like right here, like just a lot of consolidation. There's a lot of shit going on in here. It's a lot of indecision. I was joking on Spaces yesterday that I felt like Wolves and Bears were like kind of trying to figure out and wait each other out as to what to do. Like, you hang up the phone. No, you hang up the phone. Like, you do it first. I don't want to make the first move. And it's just something needs to happen. Something's gonna break. And when there is a move, it's gonna be a big move. But one thing I have noticed is that outside of like the normal volume or extreme volume, like when we had minutes or whatever, we've had continuous falling volume. And yesterday was like the first time we got like increased volume from the previous day, and it was towards the downside, and we did break through the 9 EMA on the, and we went back underneath 200 EMA, which it only went over for a few days. So, but when you look at it this way too, last time we went under the 200 EMA after we were over it, came back up and tested it, dropped. So you're in such an area of like indecision, and like need to try and not figure out, but like you need to just be patient, wait for your setups. If you do not feel comfortable getting in a setup where you feel like you might lose money, don't take it. You don't need to force it. You don't need to hit the lottery. We still need to fill this gap here, down here, in terms of volume shelves. So these are all they ended in a volume shelf yesterday, obviously. So on the side of things, if you reject, kind of what my game plan is that I feel like we would kind of bounce up a little bit here at open, and yeah, we're getting a double bottom pre-market. Be surprised there. If we gap up, or not gap up, but if we get a little support here, maybe test like the 40-13-20 level, and then get some rejection. I think it is extremely important to make sure that you stay patient. Don't try and convince yourself to be bullish or bearish. Just be patient, play, do what the chart tells you. Do what the chart tells you. You can literally look, you can ridden the 9 EMA. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be yesterday. And I called out puts yesterday here. What up? Yes, me. What up? So do that. Just be on top of your shit. You know, be smart. Uh, okay, and so the Camaria pivots are just a mathematical equation from the psychological level of basically putting together previous days open, close, high, low, all that info. So what this will show is basically where to look for, reversal or key areas of interest from a psychological side of things on an intraday level. So I always have these up because they can be areas of interest, obviously. So, like I said, if we, where do I have that 4013? Oh, look, peak activity. Shocker. 427, 4027 is what I've had. It's at the top of that kind of area pivot first zone. So, look at these areas. Like I said, I would not be surprised if we touch this area. I would not be surprised if we get a lot of consolidation between 400 or 398 and 4027. Look out for fake breakouts where market makers or big money are trying to catch people out of stop losses or whatever, or get their shit filled or whatever it may be to try and fuck over retail. So just be careful. All right, that's all I got this morning. Sorry I was late. Didn't feel like shit. Going into spaces though. Going to Twitter spaces today. I'll be in there. We had PG Matlock in there yesterday for a while. He's back. We got a massive crew as always. So this is everyone's going to be out there today. So definitely just it's free. If you want to stop in and hang out, why not? So I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out for a bit. Good luck today. Stay smart. Take gains. Scale in, scale out. Don't hold on to losers. Yeah, that's all I got.